I've always felt like I needed to do something important in my life. And I've tried many things, nothing ever felt right. I've known about Infant Aquatic Survival for many years. I married a man who had lost a child to drowning 20 years ago. He is the reason that I ever learned about survival swimming. And I've always loved the idea. I don't want anyone else to have to suffer something that's preventable. One day it just came to me that this is what I could do and I can make a difference. And then when I finally called Miss Judy and I spoke to her, it wasn't long after that I had already made up my mind. I was impressed by her years of experience teaching survival swimming. She was very much a professional. She answered my questions. She answered questions that I hadn't even asked yet. Miss Judy advised me that there was an infant aquatics instructor in the panhandle of Florida. She was about an hour away from me. I drove to her 3 days in a row and sat by her pool and watched her teach. The kids were happy, the parents were happy. I watched her work and she was awesome. When I first walked in to Swim Float Swim, 7:30 in the morning, it was just me and Judy and first little baby, 13-month-old. And I had them in my hands and we immediately started working with them. Miss Judy was right there. She was giving you step-by-step, play-by-play. You're in a pool with kids and you're putting them under the water and you're not grabbing them up and saving them, which is your natural instinct. It's not fun to be critiqued. You're trying so hard just to do everything right, but I do feel like Miss Judy is here to teach us and train us to teach little ones how to survive. So obviously she demanded your best. And I appreciated that too, as hard as it was. I enjoyed getting a different perspective from the different instructors. Kyla described in great detail everything that she was doing. You really have to stay focused on her words and the direction that she's giving you. Halfway through my training, I felt like I really wanted to make sure that I got it. So I just mentioned it. Hey, what if I stayed an extra week? And she thought it was a great idea. And I thought that was just so awesome and said a lot about her. And she says you could come back anytime. Proof is in the pudding, I guess, because the kids started out, they didn't know how to do anything. And at the end, all the kids were floating like champs, swimming. Many of them were going down slides. There's not one baby that I could say, oh, well, that didn't work for them. As I was finishing my training, Infant Aquatics had their retreat. I'm so glad that I was here and that I was able to participate, and I did learn from the other instructors. I feel ready to teach. Even if one child is saved out of all of this, that's been more than worth it. I had a mother tell me today, they live on a lake and the older brother was fishing and he leaned over and he fell into the lake and immediately turned over on his back and floated. And the mom said, well, those lessons have already paid for themselves. I feel very good about the whole process. I have actually found something that I know I'm going to love and feel good about doing every day for the rest of my life.